Gentlemen, welcome back to the familial hibernaculum. I'm making a habit of these here steakums. Gonna show you how to cook the steakums. That's Baby Doll calling for her wine. How you take your steak, Baby Doll?
Knock the horns off and walk it past the fire.
Oh, you filthy repper. You can't play tennis if we're not in the same court. I was expecting you to say you're regular. How do you take your steak, Baby Doll?
Served.
Served it is about all I can muster most times, but we're going to treat this guy with some respect. We got some planche mignone. This is a delicious striated with fat New York strip. Got two of these. Fellas were on to me for using the tasteless filet mignon. Listen, partner, you turn your nose up at a delicious filet mignon with the string attached, the cotton string, what gets in your teeth.
Hey, flossing's important.
You dull and fresh. Canada's national bird. You hear that? That's the sound of meat salads sliding their glasses up the bridge of their nose. Actually, you don't want fresh steakums. You want it dry aged. But we're going to let these come up to temperature. We're going to draw the surface moisture out. Here's the second iteration of la planche mignone. I don't really like it, and I'll tell you why. It's good from far, but far from good. If you have a look, you can see all kinds of little kerfs and little slivers of metal just waiting to get into your meat. So you really got to get in there and deburr it proper. Kind of a pain in the cunning linguals. Granted, I am wholly biased, but I set to stinking. What about fellas what want to make their own, don't got a CNC mill? Well, if you use, say, a drill bit, you get this kind of beautiful checker pattern, real deep. You see that? Very visually appealing. And no burrs, maybe better. And then I thought to myself, this is typical feature creep. What if you use a ball-nosed end mill? Huh? Visually stunning. You hear the sneering and jeering in the far distance of the internet. Oh, good luck cleaning that. Don't ever clean your Yorkie pan. As much as I'd like to raw dog these, we are going to polymerize some oil on there. About 450 Dungarees Frankenstein. That's roughly in centigrade, 2,000. Your mileage may vary, etc. Jeezeless. Slippery and heavy. Like the Duclaws last Saturday night. I was wondering why I was missing so much flour. I know I told you I'd get the Digby scallops, but the COVIDiots got to the blue nosers, it seems. Couldn't get none. Oh, here we got, instead of from Digby, we got them from Thailand, I guess. Yeah, I don't even tell you where they're from. Oh, that's not bad. New Bedford, Massachusetts. Massive to shit. You ever want to put a fish what was raised in the ocean in regular water, so there's some salt in there, iodized. I ain't got money for that fancy Hallstatt stuff. Besides that, my pituitary goiter is acting up. I put it in there, just a couple, 4, and a little water. That'll defrost them right quick, fast, in a hurry. A little bit hot, that's okay. We'll open up the lid and let some of the chooch-chotch. You want to not carburize it, but polymerize it. That is, oxidize a little bit of the oil, give it some free radicals, and then it plasticizes, it polymerizes with its neighbors and makes essentially an organic plastic. That's what we're looking for. Is have a nice coating of organic plastic. Although very few plastics are inorganic, just throwing it out there. But you know, in the popular vernacular of the day, organic, not in the strictest sense of the. I digress. Are you crying? You're crying. If at all possible, ain't no meal complete without Funyuns. If at all possible, do it outside and there's less teary action. As for the garlic, when you're cooking with garlic, make enough for 2. For you see, when you think, by God she stinks, remember, so do you. Some new potatoes, delicious gold, Yukon gold, of course not from the Yukon, and some Funyuns. And in here somewhere is the garlic, unless Baby Doll ate it all already, snibbled it in. This, I was going to make stumpf out of this, but I don't have any of that delicious kraut. It's a kraut. And this just-in-time lean manufacturing, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. Not a corn niblet to be had. Let me tell you, boys, what do you tell a woman's got two black... why is it, riddle me this, baby doll, in this beautiful, bountiful land of Canada, we cannot grow our own potatoes?
Well,
Potatoes.
allow me to mansplain something to you.
Please do.
The World Bank de-incentivizes the production of stable
Whoa. Little line cook's trick here of the good and plenty of it school. Earl, if you want to make something delicious, salt and fat. What's baby doll say? What did you say today on our bike ride?
More lube, more better.
That's my job. I'm talking to my union steward. This will not stand.
Do you actually know how to make this?
First off, what is it? And no. Looks like buffalo mozzarella. Did you know that cheese actually comes from buffalo? Like the water buffalo? Mm-hmm. I had no idea. I just thought it came from upstate New York. Well, I ineffectually dab Earl on there. Growing a beauty golden patina. But hey, don't we all? Potatoes. They're fantastical because you put them in the crisper here and it could be completely just carbon for a layer, and then you still get edible potatoes. So what I'm trying to grow at, not just my wife, but that you can leave these on here for a long time. The timing's not such an issue. Ta-da!
Ooh, who bought these?
Oh, yeah, this was to be our aperitif, but no, not good enough. Not good enough. Instead, you get what food eats. You got to watch this basil stuff. It gets in your mouth. The potatoes are happily ensconced in their new home. The steakums are beautifying. Earl, salt, pepper, turn. That's it. We got some pork, Schweinefleisch. These are bacon ends from the butcher, not from Costco or nowhere like that. The commercially available grade of bacon has a ton of water in it. This doesn't. We got the bacon ends. This is flavor for the potatoes. We're going to put those on the backside of the planche, sizzle them up. Standing on guard for bacon. You got a guilty look to you. These bacon's ends a little more substantive so they don't just cook away to render away to nothing. Whoever come up with this idea, rubber tipped for holding your meat, ought to be drawn and quartered. What for would you ever buy these? Why? Far better. Far, far better. I wouldn't normally say this, but now I got a little wine in me. What kind of outfit you running here? Look at this. And this is not a delectable Atlantic Canada treat.
You know, sometimes I prefer to dine alone.
Well, that is a proper Fiesta Carnal. They even imported them fancy potatoes what's got no gluten. Lekker, mama. You know, oddly enough, this ain't teabag.
Told you so.
We've had a half glass of that planche. The thing is about rosé, it doesn't age well. That was from 2017, maybe a little bit beyond. We took the bacon, we stuck it in the potatoes. Now we are ready for the delicious candies of the sea. So I'm going to drain them, pat them dry, salt, pepper, slam them on the planche mignone, piping hot, 2 minutes aside, done it. Nice and patted off now. I just want to reiterate that the devil is in the details. And notice that I still had some chicken shit under my fingernails. Not a good look when you're making a frou-frou meal. Let me tell you, boys, you young fellas, 2 tips for the women's. Chicks love to dance and they dislike dirty fingernails in general. You know, you're camping or whatever. But in general, you're cooking food. 99-cent nail brush goes a long fucking way, partner. Do you? Do you? You may now kiss the bride. Baby doll, you gonna have this last one? Irregardless. Beautiful. Is it ready? That one's ready. I'll do good?
Mm-hmm. Look who's cooking scallops from now on.
So much depends on the weather. It's all about the timing. Look, we're just about through the rosé. Maybe a little bit old 2017. We're just about done. You start off with the lighter wine and you move on to the heavier bodied wine just in time to coincide with the grilling of the flesh. So, 2017, maybe should have had it maybe a year ago or so.
And you'll port in a storm.
Yikes! They got a little black, a little hot, but we're all pink on the inside. Am I right? Hashtag. Oh, whew. Oh, ça c'est beau. Ça c'est beau. Oh ben voyons donc ma beauté fatale avec les beaux yeux rouge vin. Oh, 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 I think that's the one. I think that's the one. It's hard doing things from 2 feet away. Now I should be used to it. Oh, boys. Maybe too hot? Is that possible? While the steaks are resting. Or maybe too much wine. I blame the wine. Maybe left them on there a little. We'll soon find out. Be careful, buddy. You might get onto the menu. He is a handsome boy. This guy's only for eating last resort. Look at him. So cute. Oh no.
Oh dear God.
Oh no.
That's sacrilege.
Oh. I have to atone from my sins.
Oh boy.
Oh, I am so sorry, beautiful piece of beef. Well, mark this down in the calendar. I made a mistake. Too long. Those little planche, there's a learning curve. They put out a lot of heat. I'm really sorry, baby doll. I'll get it next time, I swear.
It really doesn't taste the same. It's like... Anyway.
Yeah, the neighbor got the message at least.
It's...
Oh, no he didn't.
No.
Oh, man. Crime against steak. You know it's bad when it has to have barbecue sauce. I'm sorry, baby doll. What'd you think?
Well, our buddy will love it.
Oh, he sure will. Buddy, get the bunny. Get him.
Buddy, get the bunny.
Buddy, get the bunny. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear buddy.